Has it happened to you that it's getting harder and harder to hold something firmly or to stay stable while walking? Do you notice that your body no longer responds with the same agility or strength as before? Supermarket bags feel heavier, you lean without realizing it to get up from a chair, and climbing a few simple stairs leaves you out of breath. It's not just a question of age, it's a sign that something inside you is changing. Maybe you think that just doing a little exercise will make everything go back to normal, but that's only part of the equation. There is a silent component, often ignored, that determines whether your muscles can stay active or keep deteriorating. And that factor is nutrition. Your body is like a complex machine that needs the right fuel to function. You can move it, push it, demand effort from it, but if the foundations are weakened by the lack of key nutrients, it simply won't respond as before. No matter how much you strive with exercise routines or supplements, if your daily diet doesn't provide your muscles with the building blocks they need, they will not regenerate. What you are losing is not only strength, you are losing muscle mass, functionality, balance, and even protection against disease. But here comes the hopeful part. What you eat can change everything. In this video I'm going to show you the essential foods you must include from today in your diet if you want to avoid that silent muscle loss, keep your body strong and active, and protect yourself from premature aging that so many take as inevitable. You don't need exotic products or to spend a fortune on supplements. What you need is within reach of your kitchen. Real foods, nutritious, easy to get and loaded with benefits. Stay until the end, because I will also reveal the most common mistakes that are sabotaging your progress without you knowing it, and most importantly, how to correct them so that every bite you eat really counts. Why do we lose muscle with age? It all begins almost imperceptibly. From the age of 40, the body starts a silent internal transformation. Muscle mass begins to gradually decrease. The same happens with strength, coordination, and endurance. This phenomenon has a name: sarcopenia. It is the natural and progressive loss of muscle as we age. Although you don't notice it immediately, this process accelerates with the years and, if you do nothing to stop it, it can become debilitating from the age of 60. But why does it happen? The body stops producing adequate amounts of fundamental hormones for muscle regeneration, such as testosterone and growth hormone. To this is added an increasingly sedentary lifestyle, where movement becomes secondary. And perhaps the most serious, the decline in the quality of diet. The intake of protein, vitamins and essential minerals is reduced, leaving the muscle without the material it needs to remain firm and functional. What you used to do without thinking, walking fast, carrying something, keeping your balance, now feels like extra effort. And it's no coincidence. Lifting yourself from a sofa, keeping posture without slouching, climbing some steps without losing breath, holding a bag without your arms trembling. All these everyday actions are affected when muscle weakens. But it's not just about physical strength. Muscle loss compromises your mobility, your stability, your ability to prevent falls and injuries, and even your immune system. Without enough muscle mass, the body has more difficulty repairing tissues, defending itself from disease and even regulating metabolism. The good news is that you are not condemned to this deterioration. Yes, sarcopenia is common. But it is not irreversible. You can slow down, and in many cases reverse, this loss if you start acting now. How? With a strategic combination of regular movement and a diet focused on rebuilding muscle from within. You don't need magic formulas or miracle products. You just need to understand what nutrients your body is lacking and how you can give them in every meal. When we talk about recovering or maintaining muscle, most people think immediately of protein. And yes, protein is a fundamental part of the puzzle, but it is not the only piece. For muscle to grow, repair itself and keep its strength, it needs more than a single nutrient. It needs a favorable environment inside the body. That environment is built through a strategic combination of essential nutrients that work together. It's like building a house. It's not enough to have bricks if you don't have cement, tools, plans and skilled hands to assemble them. Let's see the pillars your body needs every day to build and protect your muscles. First, high-quality protein. It is the structural component of muscle. Without adequate intake of protein, your body simply cannot repair or regenerate muscle tissue, especially after physical effort or the natural wear that occurs with age. But it's not just about quantity, but about quality and distribution. Complete sources like eggs, fish, especially salmon, tuna or sardines, chicken, turkey, legumes like lentils and chickpeas, tofu or unsweetened Greek yogurt are excellent options. And here comes a forgotten key: it's essential that every meal of the day includes a source of protein. It's not enough to concentrate it only at dinner or lunch. Your muscles need a constant supply of amino acids to stay active. Then there is vitamin D, often overlooked. Although most associated with bone health, it also plays a vital role in muscle function and communication between the nervous system and the muscles. Without enough vitamin D, you may experience muscle weakness, loss of balance, and even higher risk of falls, even if you are exercising regularly. Where to get it? From fatty fish such as salmon or sardines, egg yolk, some types of mushrooms, and, very important, from moderate sun exposure. Between 15 and 20 minutes a day, with caution, can make a big difference. Magnesium is another silent but crucial actor. It participates in more than 300 reactions inside the body, and many of them are directly related to muscle function. Without enough magnesium, muscles become prone to cramps, fatigue, and poor recovery. This mineral also improves deep sleep, which is when the body regenerates. You can find it in foods like spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, oats, and bananas. Including them daily can improve not only your strength, but also your rest and overall well-being. We cannot forget omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats not only protect your heart and brain, they also decrease muscle inflammation, improve the cellular response to physical effort, and enhance protein synthesis. That is, they help the protein you consume be used efficiently in the muscle. The best sources are salmon, chia, ground flaxseed, and walnuts. A diet rich in omega-3 gives you an advantage in the battle against muscle deterioration and speeds up your recovery. And last, but not least, calcium and collagen. Although many associate them only with bones, both are essential for the proper functioning of muscles, tendons, and joints. A strong muscle needs a solid structure to support it. You find calcium in dairy products such as milk, yogurt, or low-fat cheeses, while collagen is obtained from bone broth or natural unsweetened gelatin. If your diet doesn't include enough collagen, you can consider hydrolyzed collagen supplements, always under professional recommendation. This duo strengthens not only the muscle, but also the structures that connect and protect it. In summary, to maintain your strength and muscle mass, your body needs much more than protein. It needs vitamins that regulate key functions, minerals that favor recovery, and good fats that enhance the absorption and use of nutrients. These pillars, protein, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats, not only feed your muscles, they feed your ability to move, to live independently, and to feel strong from within. Now that you already know what nutrients your body needs to maintain muscle mass, it's time to take that theory directly to the plate. Because the key is not only to know, but to apply. And for that, nothing better than starting with real, accessible foods full of specific properties to strengthen your muscles. The best part is that you don't need to radically change your diet. It's enough to include some of these strategic foods regularly and consistently to notice progressive improvement in your energy, firmness, and vitality. Let's discover 7 superfoods that should not be missing in your kitchen if you want to fight muscle loss from within. Whole eggs. Eggs are probably one of the most complete and underestimated foods when it comes to muscle health. They contain high-quality protein with all essential amino acids, which makes them an ideal option to repair and build muscle tissue. But it's not just the white. The yolk provides vitamin D, healthy fats, and nutrients that favor hormonal function, something key as we age. You can eat them boiled, in omelets, scrambled, or even in baked preparations. They are perfect both for breakfast and for a light and nutritious dinner. Salmon. This fatty fish is not only delicious and versatile, it's also a powerful source of protein and omega-3 fatty acids. Eating salmon at least 2 or 3 times a week helps reduce muscle inflammation, speeds up recovery after exercise or physical effort, and enhances tissue regeneration. In addition, its healthy fats benefit the heart and brain, which makes it a complete food for longevity. If you don't have frequent access to salmon, you can also alternate it with sardines, mackerel, or tuna. Lentils. Ideal for those who follow a plant-based diet or simply seek variety in their protein sources. Lentils contain a powerful combination of vegetable protein, iron, magnesium, and fiber, all of which favor muscle, digestive, and metabolic health. 1 cup of cooked lentils combined with brown rice forms a complete protein. You can use them in soups, stews, cold salads, or even in veggie burgers. Affordable, filling, and full of nutrients. Natural Greek yogurt. Unlike conventional yogurt, Greek contains almost double the protein per serving, which makes it an excellent option to maintain and repair muscle. It also provides calcium, fundamental for muscle contraction, and probiotics, which improve digestive health and favor nutrient absorption. You can have it at breakfast or as a snack, alone or mixed with fruits, seeds, or oats. Always choose versions without added sugar to take full advantage of its benefits. Spinach. These leafy greens are a concentrated source of magnesium, potassium, and antioxidants, 3 key elements for muscle function and recovery. Magnesium helps prevent cramps and improves muscle contraction, while antioxidants protect cells from oxidative damage. You can add them to omelets, green smoothies, soups, or simply sauté them as a side. Incorporating them daily gives you an invisible but powerful push to your muscle health. Almonds. Small, but powerful. Almonds provide magnesium, vitamin E, good fats, and a modest dose of plant protein. A simple handful daily as a snack can help you keep stable energy levels, fight muscle fatigue, and protect your cells from aging. In addition, their crunchy texture and mild flavor make them easy to integrate into yogurts, salads, smoothies, or on their own. Bone broth or natural unsweetened gelatin. Both are rich in collagen, amino acids, and minerals that help strengthen tendons, joints, and ligaments. This is fundamental for muscles to work properly, without pain and with a solid base. Collagen is also essential in processes of regeneration and muscle elasticity. 1 cup of bone broth a day, especially in cold seasons, or a natural gelatin dessert without additives can have a very positive cumulative effect. Additional tip: to improve the absorption of iron and collagen, combine them with foods rich in vitamin C such as orange, kiwi, strawberries, or red bell pepper. This synergy increases nutrient bioavailability and enhances their effects inside the body. For example, you can accompany a lentil meal with a pepper salad, or eat a citrus fruit after consuming bone broth. Now then, even if you start eating better, there is something just as important that you cannot overlook: your daily habits. Because it's not enough to add healthy foods if at the same time you keep routines that sabotage all your progress. They are common mistakes, small oversights repeated over time that, without you realizing it, weaken your muscles even if you are exercising or eating relatively well. Recognizing them is the first step to being able to correct them. Mistake number 1: skipping meals or eating too little. Many people, especially at older ages, tend to drastically reduce their intake with the idea of controlling weight or due to lack of appetite. But what really happens is that the body enters saving mode and starts using its own muscle as an energy source. That is, you consume yourself from within. The solution is simple but powerful: eat regularly throughout the day, distributing your meals and making sure to include protein in each one, not just in the main ones. Feeding yourself is not a luxury, it is a vital necessity. Mistake number 2: concentrating protein only in the main meal. One of the most frequent mistakes is leaving all the protein load for lunch or dinner. But your body cannot store amino acids to use them later, it needs a constant flow. That means you must also include protein in breakfast and snack. A Greek yogurt in the morning, some eggs, some almonds in the afternoon, can make the difference between losing muscle mass or keeping it active and functional. Mistake number 3. Consuming too many ultra-processed foods. Industrial snacks, cold cuts, refined cereals, cookies or sodas are full of empty calories, bad fats and sugars that cause inflammation, fatigue and muscle deterioration. Although they are practical and tasty, they don't provide what your body needs. Choose instead real foods: fruits, vegetables, legumes, fish, nuts. Your body will know what to do with them and will return it to you in the form of energy, firmness and health. Mistake number 4. Not drinking enough water. Hydration is an invisible but absolutely essential component of muscle health. Water facilitates nutrient transport, improves muscle contraction, prevents cramps and speeds up recovery. If you don't drink enough, your muscles fatigue faster and their ability to regenerate is reduced. Drink between 6 and 8 glasses a day as a base, and more if you do physical activity or if the weather is warm. Remember, many times fatigue or muscle pain is simply thirst. Mistake number 5. Not moving enough. No matter how healthy you eat, if you don't move your body, nutrients won't get where they should. Exercise, even light, activates receptors in the muscle that allow these nutrients to be used efficiently. Walking, doing strength exercises with your own weight, practicing mobility or stretching are effective and accessible ways to keep your muscles awake. It's not about training like an athlete, but about moving with intention and consistency at least 3 times a week. Correcting these habits is as crucial as eating well. Because your muscle health is not the result of one single thing, but of a balance between what you eat, how you move and what routines you choose to keep every day. They are small but constant choices that build a stronger, more functional body, resistant to the passage of time. Now you already have all the tools at your reach. You know the 7 most powerful foods to nourish your muscles, you know which are the key nutrients your body needs to stay strong, and you also identified the mistakes that could be undermining your progress without you realizing it. The only thing missing is the most important: taking action. It doesn't matter if you are 40, 60 or more than 70 years old. Muscle loss is not inevitable. Your body has an extraordinary ability to adapt and recover, but it needs you to give it what it really needs: good nutrition, frequent movement and consistency. You don't need to spend on miracle products or follow complicated diets. You only need to go back to the essentials: eat well, eat enough, and do it with purpose. Start today, not tomorrow. Add 1 or 2 of these foods to your routine and see how your energy, your strength, your posture change. The results are not seen overnight, but every decision counts. Every nutritious bite is a step toward a firmer body, freer and more yours. Tell me in the comments which of these foods you are going to incorporate first or which is already part of your day-to-day. I would love to know. And if this video was useful to you, subscribe and activate the little bell. Every week you'll find here more content about health, longevity and conscious nutrition. See you in the next video. And remember, your strength begins on your plate.